Hello and welcome back to another video. About 2 weeks ago, I believe, I made a video where I drew all of the Genshin Impact characters that I pulled. And if you didn't watch that video, I pulled Beidou and Xinyan first, so I drew those two. And I pulled 2 more characters, and they're who I'm going to be drawing in this video. And one of them is a 5-star, so look forward to that. And as you can already see, the third character that I pulled was Xinkyu. This was during Eula's banner, and the characters that you had a heightened chance of pulling were Beidou, Xinyan, and Xinkyu. And then the 5-star was, Eula, as I just said. So, yeah, I pulled all 3 of the 4-star characters, and you'll see in a moment which 5-star character that I pulled. I've actually already recorded, or screen recorded while I pulled again for this current banner, which is of Kazuha. So there will be more videos in this series. And there too, I pulled 2 4-star characters, and then I pulled a 5-star character, but I won't say who. So yeah, I'll make those at some point. And this time I actually did manage to screen record it, so there will be a recording of me pulling, or not me, but it'll be a recording of my screen while I pull. So that'll make it all a little more dramatic and exciting. So yeah, I got a Xinkyu constellation, and I'm very glad for that because I don't use Beidou or Xinyan. So all along I was really hoping for a Xinkyu constellation. My team consists of Diluc, Venti, and Bennett, and then the 4th spot I kind of rotate between Zhongli and Xinkyu. More often than not, it is Xinkyu, just because I like having a Hydro character on my team. But if I need a shield, I'll jump to Zhongli. But yeah, I use Xinkyu a lot. I just love using him, and I also love him as a character. I think he's a very underrated character, so yeah. I was very glad to get a Xinkyu constellation. I'm unsure how many I have, but I have a few, and that's good because I do use him a lot. I think out of the 4 drawings that I made, Xinkyu is probably my favorite one. I think blue looks really nice, and I think it works really well with the gold that he has on his clothing. Or I think gold looks good with anything, but the gold in his clothing really isn't that saturated. Of course, you guys can't see it yet, but I know from experience that making gold look like how it does on the clothing of characters it just doesn't work out. So I always make it way more saturated than it's really supposed to be, because I have a little bit of trauma from my Fire Emblem fan art. Yeah, it didn't really look like gold, and I have a fear of that happening again, so I tend to make it a little bit more, or a little too saturated, but I think it looks really nice. So and it kind of reminds me of my Sucrose drawing. I'll show it up on the screen here. And I think the gold just made the drawing. I love the look of the gold. So yeah, you'll see that I make it that saturated for Xinkyu as well. And I don't know, it just works really well with the gold and the blue. If there's one thing that I could possibly change, I think it would be the background color, because I went with this very light blue, but I kind of think it might be a little bit too much blue in this drawing. I don't know if I could have used a different color. I thought maybe yellow could work, but then again, there's a lot of yellow, or gold in his clothing, so I didn't want to. Yeah, you know what, never mind. I think I'll just stick with the blue. I think the blue looks fine enough. So I guess I'll just talk a little bit about Genshin Impact, which I've spoken about many times on this channel. I have an entire playlist actually that's dedicated to all my Genshin Impact videos, and there's a lot of them. Well, how do you guys feel about the last update and stuff? Like the summer update with Klee and all that? I don't know. It was really fun exploring the islands. And I liked how there was different stories kind of locked up inside seashells, if that makes any sense. I think that aspect was kind of cool. But I really don't like all the little Klee mini events. With those I don't know what they're called, but those little kaboom ball things. Yeah, if we get another mini event with those stupid balls, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm very sick of that. So I can't wait for Inazuma. I actually sat through the live stream the other day. So now I'm even more hyped up, and I absolutely cannot wait to start exploring again, because my favorite aspect in any game is exploring and gathering things or collecting things. I don't know, I just like games like Breath of the Wild. That's why Breath of the Wild is my favorite game, is because you get to explore this entire world, and there's so many different things to see, there's so many different places to go, and it all looks so different, and it's also beautiful, and you can just walk around and collect things and find things and solve little puzzles and stuff. Oh, I love that aspect in a game. So that's why I loved Genshin Impact so much as well, because I loved exploring Mondstadt and Liyue. And I've been playing Genshin Impact like every day for the past few months. Like I'm actually not joking. I've played it every single day for a few months now. And there's not a lot to explore anymore. So I cannot wait to finally get to explore Inazuma. And in case you don't know, that's the next big area that's going to be unlocked, and it's going to come out in the next update. I'm not quite sure when that is, but I think it's in July sometime, like late July. So yeah, then we'll get the third Archon, and I'm super excited for that too, because we're finally getting a female Archon. And I have the two other Archons. I have both Venti and Zhongli. So I think I should keep up with the tradition, and I should get the Electro Archon as well. And like everyone else, I'm of course really excited for Ayaka, and I think the other guy's name was like Toma or something. Yeah, I'm just really excited for all these characters, but I kind of hope we get more male 4-star characters, because we don't really have a lot of that. I mean, we have Shinkyu, Changyeon, and Kaya, and Bennett. Then again, Bennett is like the secret 6th star. Do we have any others? I don't think so. It's like we have an overwhelming amount of female characters, especially female 4-stars. So I really hope that we get some male 4-stars, because whenever we get a male character, it's always 5-star. So yeah, I'm really excited for Inazuma, especially since I'm kind of not feeling Genshin Impact anymore. I'm kind of forcing myself to play it because I already paid for the BP thing, so I gotta reach level 50. And because so now I kind of just go in and I do the daily commissions and, use a bit of my resin and stuff like that. Try to do the mini events. But, kind of sick of it, probably because I got kind of Genshined out during the whole Klee thing. I mean, I love Klee. There's nothing wrong with her. It was just like little mini events were kind of annoying. Well, that's at least how I felt. So I think Inazuma can really bring me back. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, Genshin Impact has sort of taken over my life. But yeah, I cannot wait to start exploring again. I can't wait to see all the new characters, and the place looks absolutely breathtaking. Like, have you guys seen, like, some of the concept art and, the footage that they showed during the live stream and stuff like that? It looks stunning, so I can't wait to explore it. As you can tell, the 5-star character that I pulled was Eula herself, so I ended up with all the characters for the banner. And I'm pretty sure I even beat the pity system for this. Yeah, because I had a 50-50 chance of getting her. And I beat it. I got her, and I really wanted her. So yeah, I kind of wish that she was a cryo DPS though, and not a physical DPS, because I don't have I haven't really built up any cryo characters, so I'm just gonna have to hope for a Ganyu rerun, or I don't know, maybe I'll try for Ayaka. I mean, I love Eula, and I have a lot I want to say about her, especially since there was a lot of controversy apparently over her before she was released. Of course, it's on Twitter. All the controversy is always on Twitter, but I don't know. I heard that there was a lot of controversy about Eula because of her background, I guess. Basically, her ancestors sucked. They really sucked. They were bad people. But I don't get why people were getting upset about this, because someone's family can suck, but that doesn't mean that they suck, you know? Just because her ancestors were bad people does not mean that she is. I mean, why is she responsible for the things that her ancestors did, or that her family is currently doing? I mean, that's not her fault. She doesn't have any control over that. She didn't choose which family to be born into. So I think the whole thing was really, really stupid, because you can't judge a person based off of where they're from, you know? They had no control over that. I mean, you judge a person based off of, you know, their actions, and Yula's a good person, so I don't understand why this controversy even existed, to be honest. So, I don't know. I think that Yula's really cool, and I know that, I really like Yula, and I thought that, like, you guys should have seen my reaction when I saw that teaser, and it ended with her, like, dancing, and then she looks over at Amber, and I can't remember what she said, but it was something like, it takes two to tango, or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, she's so cool. So, yep, I really like Yula. And I should probably use her more. She was very helpful when I was, gathering, the resources to build up my Bennett. She was very helpful then. Anywho, I don't know what to really say about this drawing. I'm not a huge fan of it. Of course, at the time that I'm recording this voiceover, I haven't finished the drawing. I'm still gonna touch things up a little bit, and I'm gonna fix it in Procreate. But so far, you know, I'm not quite feeling it. It could have gone better. I think it was kind of rushed, because I sat with this like long into the night last night, trying to finish it on time. And I don't know, after my 3 other Genshin Impact portraits, I just wasn't quite feeling it anymore. I kind of wanted a little break, but, you know, I had already committed myself to this series, so I kind of wanted to finish it. I just had 1 character left. I just had to, you know, get my button gear and do that. But, yeah, hopefully I can salvage it. I think her eyes are a little too big. I did not realize that was gonna happen when I was inking it, because it didn't look, like, overwhelmingly big when I made the sketch, but when I did the line art, I was like, oh my lord. I messed up. But whatever, maybe it just makes her look more cute or something, I don't know. I went in with like a very light purple for the background, but I think I'm gonna go in with a darker color, because Yula consists mainly of very light colors. I mean, her hair is a very light blue, and she has a lot of white in her outfit, so I think I'm just gonna go in with a dark background. I think just about all the other characters that I drew in this series had very light backgrounds, so I was gonna continue with that for Yula, but seeing as she's a very light character, I think I'll just go with the dark one. Have a little bit of contrast there. But yeah, did you guys pull for Yula? I can't remember how many banners ago that was. I think Klee and Kazuha came after that. Did you guys pull for Kazuha? Let me know. But yeah, I think that's enough for now. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next Sunday.